All right, this is Frank Demora, and I'm going to continue on with November the 14th, 2012. This post just came in, this article just came in after I did my first video, and it's really important. I wanted to share with you. You'll understand why. Because, first of all, if you just turned in, the Hagarenes of the Old Testament are the modern-day Egyptians, and we know that the Hagarenes are going to be involved in an attack against Israel in the last days, and that attack comes in the form of the Psalm 83 war, of which I've posted many articles about. But take a look at this. Complication: U.S. ally Egypt gets involved, saying will no longer tolerate Israel's Gaza attacks. Man, I'm telling you, you can see the headlines, you can see where this is going, and it's going right towards the Psalm 83 war. It was only a matter of time before today's Israeli offensive ran into a snag. The complication: Egypt, which has long been treading the fence with being both a pro-U.S. regional power, someone has to provide those joint guarantees on the Egyptian bonds and to supply the local tear gas canisters in exchange for a friendly Suez Canal administrator as well as a pro-Muslim presence. Today, the government was taken to task by the ruling Islamic Muslim Brotherhood, of which I warned you about last year that they were going to come into power. That has already happened under Morsi's rule, which felt the need to be true to its name and express disgust at the Israeli action in Gaza. And they're talking about, if you missed my first video, please go to my site today, November the 14th. Watch my first video, because Israel is striking at the people in the Gaza, the Muslim Brotherhood's friends in the Gaza, who have been shooting these rockets and missiles at Israel. So let's continue. From the AFP, Egypt's Islamic Freedom and Justice Party, formerly headed by the President Mohamed Morsi, said on Wednesday that Egypt no longer can stand by as Israel attacks the Palestinians after air strikes killed a Hamas leader. And I told you earlier that there was going to be reprisals. And right away, I get this new article that came in, and this is one of the first reprisals that we're going to be seeing. It is coming from Egypt, the Hagarenes that are mentioned in Psalm 83. Now, the FJP, the political arm of the powerful Muslim Brotherhood movement, said that the Israeli airstrikes that killed the top militant Hassam al-Jabari is in Gaza earlier on Wednesday required swift Arab and international action to stop the massacres. Now, here's a good question. Will the swift Arab international action be the result and culminate into the Psalm 83 war? I don't know. All I know is definitely they were on the highway leading to that war. So it says the party which fielded Morsi in June election to replace the toppled President Hosni Mubarak said Israel must take into account the actions in the Arab region and especially Egypt. Egypt will not allow the Palestinians to be subjected to Israeli aggression as in the past, the party statement said. So in my first video, I showed you that Israel is now Egypt's number one, or Egypt has said, and I showed you that video, that Israel, the Egyptians now view as Israel the number one enemy. And now they're taking sides, really bolstering sides with the Palestinians, and it only goes to show you that what the Lord had shown us in the Psalm 83 is coming into effect. This is huge news, by the way, and I'm praying that you'd be paying attention to it. Now, if you just got this YouTube video from me, please go and watch the first video that I made. It will really round out all of this information and tie it together for you. Thank you.